it was around the 1 minute mark too of that particular like part that they were that the comment was on. So it's like if you would have actually, I don't know, like listened to later on in the video, you probably get the answer. But in the comment I said like at around part like 54, 55 or something like that, I ended up having like a bunch of medium rare like medium XP candies that I didn't know what to do with. So I ended up making a rule that like I'm allowed to use 10 before important battles. Because I wanted to use them, and technically I did earn them. I did go online, I did face a bunch of random raids, and I think that I get to use them. I didn't go above and beyond. I think like using 10 medium candies probably around that time was probably a little bit too much for the game, because it got really easy by the time we got to Gresha, but like I feel like I'm not even saying the person's name right. I don't know their name. I'll have to like either look back at the footage or something like that, or look up that gym leader in general, but the ice one. But like in order for me to like end up understanding that like different Pokemon have like different strengths and weaknesses, I have to figure out like that kind of like it's just so much that like I've ended up finding out that like the game gets too easy if you get over leveled. Like, it gets so easy that, like, the only way for you to fail is if you yourself mess up. Like, I think the only way that my Captain Kid has ever fainted is because I Swords Danced on turn 1, just to give the opponent a chance to actually hit me first. Because I will definitely tell you this, if I start swinging, nothing's hitting me. Okay, is that enough, or is that not enough? Okay, special text done. All right, now here's what I do. I don't do the picnic thing because that is a weird thing to click. All right, so now we go and grab this item. We move it here. We grab your item. Okay. Now we go grab it over here. And it says that the best one is special attack, or special defense, as the 6. I'm just gonna move Captain Kid, I'm gonna move Sprig. Gonna move to an extra. I'm gonna let Mortrice do the training. There we go. I think that's how they were. There we go. That's weird. None of them have spawned yet. There's the Pommy, I don't really care for. I was gonna say I haven't found a Wooper yet. That's weird. All right, there, buddy. Dragon Claw. Yeah, I love the combo between Shed Tail and Regenerator. It's really good. I almost kind of wish though that like Shed Tail kind of worked like Baton Pass, just because like I could definitely do some setup with Mortice and then be able to like switch into something that would definitely benefit more off of the bonuses that I'm getting. Because I'm pretty sure that Mortice can probably get a hold of, probably learn Dragon Dance. and because like it can, and because I think it can learn like D-Dance, it would have been very nice if Shed Tail actually worked like Baton Pass. Baton Pass, like substitute, but I guess the substitute probably makes up for it. But it's real, but Shed Tail is really good because it allows you to be fully protected into a full switch in. Plus, if your typing is immune to one of the to know that your opponent's doing, so like let's say I'm against a ground type that knows that only can use Earthquake kind of thing, and I have Mortice on the field, and I use Shed Tail to go into Vulture Bird. That means that Vulture Bird has a free turn, and it has a free hit on top of that. Like that's such a big advantage to have over anything. And that's just such an incredible thing to know. And because Mortice also has Regenerator as its ability, I think you can get maximum 3 uses out of it. Because if you use Shed Tail first and you outspeed your opponent kind of thing, you can easily just use Shed Tail, get 33% because of your Regenerator ability, switch into something, and then switch back, use Shed Tail again, get another 33% back, and then do it again. And then in case those 2 Pokemon faint, you can get into a third and be able to do it that way too. So you have 3 chances of getting your sweepers into full working order. Which is awesome, which is an amazing thing too. Shed Tail's just such a good ability. And Substitute is such like a slow thing to do as well. See, the thing is that all the small Pokemon, it's very difficult to find out if they're shiny because they're in the grass. And for the most part, I don't really evolve my shiny Pokemon either. The only time I will is for Captain Kidd, because Captain Kidd actually deserves. I think that would be the one and only thing that I would ever PK Hex on this save, is to change Captain Kidd from a normal Pokemon to a shiny. That's it. Just because of all the memories. And I think that it kind of deserves it because of how much it has actually helped us out throughout our journey. That is the one and only thing I will ever actually PK Hex on this save. If I could. If I could, though. Again, that's... I don't know, like... I wish there was a way that I could get my Violet to actually be able to send over a Miraidon so I can actually use it. I really want to use a Miraidon in raids, but however, I don't have a Violet in order to use it. But even if I did have a Violet to use... I don't know if I would end up keeping to use it, if that makes sense. Because the only reason why I like there's certain things about Violet that I like overall than Scarlet. Like Violet has the better bike between the two of them because, well, Miraidon actually acts like a bike. Koraidon does not. Koraidon just acts like kind of a horse. In a weird way. So it's like, which do you value over as your loyal steed kind of thing? And for me personally, I prefer Miraidon because it actually looks like it would be a really good Pokemon to have as the steed in particular. I wasted a Dragon Claw. Good job. Some time. This is where you wish there was no animations. Unfortunately, you can't disable animations. You can't disable animations, you can't have it put on set style all the time. So many weird things that they took out of the Pokemon games in general that just don't make sense to me. Did you want to not have an annoying pop-up that says if you want to switch Pokemon? Well, too bad. You don't get that. So I think if there was, it would make things much more, like, easier for me to train. Because I get sick and tired of every time that I beat a trainer's Pokemon, it's like, hey, would you like to switch? It's like, no! I don't want to play on, like, on Switch style. I want to be on set style. Why does this one look bigger than the rest of them? It's just the way that it looks because it's on the hill. Turns out it's a Zorua. No, you ruined my EV spread! Oh, I would be so angry if it was actually a Zorua and it has, like, a weird... and it gives me, like, a random EV of speed or something like that. I'd be like, oh, no. Come on. We need to get the Pikachu raid. Come on. Be faster than that. No. I want a shiny one of you. I'll probably come back here, and I'll probably try and get a shiny one that's at a low level. And maybe we'll have, like, a random team of, like, fairy types. That'll be the ones for the, that'll be one for the DLC. That'll be kind of funny. DLC, we're only using fairy types. We are back for the DLC. Here it is. We're using a shiny dog and a shiny Iron Valiant because it's fun. I also wouldn't be surprised if I end up finding a shiny Ralts in this area too when I'm actually searching. I have to go with like the more complicated. I have to go with the complicated sandwich in order for me to get these the Charcadet because of the fact that like I can't really farm the level 6 raids that much. In order for me to get the Herba Mystica, and unfortunately there's not like an easy way for me to get it. Like even me trying to get the sweet Herba Mystica specifically just so that I can finish one of the trainers one of the teacher's requests took me like I think 8 hours to do. And that's just to get the one. And that was by luck. And that was specifically by luck itself. And then I found out that if you turn off autosaves and you make a sandwich, if you don't get the shiny you want, just reload the save. And then you'll be able to do it again. I was like, huh, that's actually pretty cool. And if you're online, connect online before making the sandwich. Once you're online, make the sandwich and then try it again. Because that way, though, you're not wasting any of your sandwich materials. And not only you're not wasting any of your sandwich materials, but you're also still going through the half an hour. So that when you don't get the half an hour mark, or you don't see it by that point, it's like just quit and reload. That's why when people have this insane luck where they're able to find, what is it, like Fluttermane in like a shiny Fluttermane in like 2 seconds, I'm just like, how? Meanwhile, I find a spot where only Brute Bonnets will spawn at it with a certain sandwich. I think it's dark. I think it's a dark sandwich. And it's like outside of like Research 3, if you go towards like the left area kind of thing, you'll only find Brute Bonnets, not a shiny. No shinies spawn in. And I was surprised when I saw that. I was just looking at it and I'm like, okay, when am I going to find that shiny brute bonnet for this guy? And I can't find it no matter what. And I was like really confused. But we spent like, I think 3 hours. Nothing. I think in total, I think I spent, I think 5 hours between the span of 3 days trying to find a shiny Iron Valiant. I know for an hour of that search, I think we were trying to figure out where to go for it. Or what was the best location for it to find a shiny Iron Valiant. I did it again. I did it again. Alright. Are you done yet? Can I just go through the freaking raid now? Oh my word. I can't solely rely on the power points anymore because I just wasted 2 Dragon Claws. I think. It's either 2 or 3. Okay, I'll face another Azumarill or something like that, and after I'll check. Come on, there's like a few minutes left. Come on. I don't mind extending the time to like 18 minutes per video, as long as it makes sense for it to be 18 minutes. Why is like 3 Pokemon that give you health EV is like... Thank you!